So, in all seriousness, every morning I wake up and I think to myself, especially the night before I go to bed, I think, it just can't get any more lunatic. Right? The humiliation and embarrassment of America, the destruction of America, just simply can't get any worse. Right? Then I find out this morning that yesterday, on the anniversary of 9/11, when terrorists took down the towers, or at least that's what we've been told anyway. And so America believes that, if that indeed is the case. What did we do? Yeah, we did a prisoner swap with Iran, the Iranians, Iran, whatever the hell you want to call them, and swapped 5 people for 5 people, right? And, of course, we swap highly dangerous terrorists for just people, American citizens. And then we unfroze $6 billion of terrorist money. $6 billion. Yeah, if you would have just took that $5 billion of that $6 billion and sent it to Maui, everybody would have their house rebuilt, right? But we gave it to the fucking terrorists. So, yeah, good morning.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way. Changed, man, all your music and arrangement. You don't know shit, shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate. For taking control of your life, go out and battle. And you think you have a dream, then act on it, get after it. Get out your head and fucking capture it. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future. We all start losers. We're all late bloomers. Gotta start them through the floor. What you say? Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
Yeah, man. True Slinger here for the 150th time. I'm just not going to go with a whole lot of fanfare today, because we just got to keep marching on forward, and it's just the 150th time we've done it. Ain't nothing, man. We're just going to keep doing it. Now, when we get to 200, maybe we'll have a little party. Maybe we'll get some more lights going on, something. Although I do have to look forward to today, I get to go down to the mailbox if I feel like going out in the monsoon we're having here in Maine, and go down and get my on-air, is it neon? Neon lamp. Yeah, neon lamp on air. So, yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that. I'm excited about that. That'll look really cool back there on the wall somewhere on the set. As we evolve into the future, the Truth Slinger project just barrels forward, right? So, yeah, I'm not sure what it's here for yet, right? It's we have a steady, small audience, right? And that's pretty good. I'm really happy about that. There's stability there, and we've got growth. And if I can, keep it up, it looks like I can make shorts fly again. And so, yeah, things are looking pretty good as far as that's concerned. And I got a feeling, like I said, we're pretty much just primed, prepped, and ready to go. This is too much in my face, right? Sorry. So, yeah, we're primed and prepped and ready to go for the point in time at which everything just really, starts to come apart. And like I said, as I introduced this morning's, show, or part of what we're going to talk about today, right, is it's shit is nuts, man. How every day, like I said, I just I think to myself, we're the border's wide open. We're on the verge of World War III. We're, you hear me talk about this stuff every single day. We're throwing our political prisoners all over the place in jail. Now we're taking away gun rights in New Mexico. And then, we give $6 billion to terrorists and a swap, right? I mean, how far we've come from we don't negotiate with terrorists. We're letting them in on the southern border, and then we're letting them dictate terms of the relationship, right? I'm sure $6 billion isn't going to be useful anywhere in this Russia-Ukraine conflict and terrorism take down America. I'm sure $6 billion with a B dollars, right? That's just not that much. It's not important. Nah. And then they do it on the day of 9/11. Now, you can believe whatever the hell you want about 9/11. And I have questions. I think we all do, right? Because a lot of convenient things have happened. One of them being the Patriot Act, since we were attacked by radical Islamists. Okay? And that Patriot Act has directly led, to the unmasking of all of these people, all of our side, all that shit that was done by Susan Rice and the whole cabal and the Obamas and all that. All the violation of our rights, huh?
And the FOIA requests.
Yeah.
That was when FOIA started, too.
Yeah. You talk about the foreign court, the FISA. The FISA court shit. Yes. Hundreds of thousands apparently now. Hundreds? At least tens of thousands of requests. FOIA. Millions. Yeah. You'd think it's like 5 or 6 or 10, this FISA court. No, man, this FISA court is apparently pumping shit out like it's going out of style, right? Violating our rights, right? It's just stunning, right? So how could America humiliate itself yet, one more time? Well, yeah. Our old friends, the Iranians, let's just go back in. The sons of bitches that are working on a nuke. And then let's just, give them $6 billion. And then let's just take their word for it that they're not going to do anything bad to Israel. Honest to God. Honest to God. Okay. I mean, and the damn funny part about it is the Iranians hate the fucking Saudis. The Saudis don't like the Iranians. They fucking hate the Iranians. And apparently, Robert Mueller covered up the fact that, what is it? A couple of the hijackers are tied to Saudi intelligence. Now, I don't have time to dig deep on this crap, okay? It's just like, it just makes you go, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Right? So, but I tell you one thing, man, money is just leaving this country by the billions. Just getting sucked right the hell out. And everything's going to shit. And people in Maui still don't have homes. Right? So let's go over here and let's just look at our look at our news feed. And I tell you, I do have a fun one today for you. This one's good. This is classic. We'd like to do this. We actually want to do this before we die because we talked about, she used to be a PI and we're into this kind of sleuthing stuff. And so for a number of reasons, this is territory I think we could do. Like we can handle this. And I think it would be a whole lot of fun. So we may end up doing this someday. But this is interesting. This is a guy who catches pedophiles. And you'll see there it says GOAT, right? Greatest of all time. And I'll tell you why this is the greatest of all time. Generally, what happens when you arrange to meet with a child, apparently, is you need to, have a signal. So they say, bring something. I'll know it's you, right? So this guy tells him to bring a burrito, right? And then he proceeds while casually interviewing this guy and getting him to admit to horrendous things. He eats the burrito. So the guy gets the guy to bring him lunch. Just watch.
Got to talk to you about Emily, man.
Huh?
Got to talk to you about Emily.
Emily?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Mind if you step out? Thank you.
Damn it, dude.
It's all right.
No, it's not. It's not all right.
My name is Gordon. I'm sorry to meet you like this. You got the burritos?
Yes.
May I have them, please? Before we get into anything, how old is Emily?
How old do I think she is, or how old is she really?
Yeah,
How old do you think she is? Yeah, how old is
he uses the hood of his car as his lunch table, unwraps the burrito. And I mean, you want to talk about humiliating this guy who deserves every bit of it, right?
Can we talk about how big this guy is?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, look at the car compared to him.
Yes, he's a very, very large man. He needs many burritos to keep propelling that body forward in this world.
What did she tell you?
She says she's 11.
Okay. So, when did this stuff kind of start for you?
Probably 2018. 2018, yeah.
So, what exactly did she do with you?
Just, the hand job and the BJ.
A hand job and a
That was when you
BJ.
were-
Now, here's the interesting part. This guy has clearly spent a lot of time studying interrogation tactics, police interrogation tactics, to get people to open up. So this eating is also, I'm quite sure, a ploy. It's this whole, we're just being casual here. I mean, we're just breaking bread together. You're not eating. You're sweating your balls off, and you're going to go to jail. But it allows that person to hang on, I think, to some hope or some idea of normalcy that they're going to get out of this somehow, right? I mean, the guy's just eating a burrito, right? I mean, he's not going to attack me, But I mean, you really think about it, man. Here, he serving lunch to the guy was going to get him thrown back in jail.
You're 21, she was 14?
Probably.
Okay. So, does your wife know about any of this? No.
I would never tell her anything.
Like, even the 12-year-old she doesn't know about? Okay,
She doesn't
that's
know
fine.
anything about it.
So, who are
Now,
Abigail?
did you hear that? Oh, so your wife, yeah, she doesn't know about the 12-year-old or anything like that? She doesn't know she was 12? No? Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine. Well, it's not clearly fine. No.
Oh, no.
But if the way he says it, well, it's like, oh, it's okay. It's okay. Like, take a lesson. This shit is amazing right here. See? And I have to interject. No, I'll just let it play. Hang on. Go ahead.
And Zoe. Well, I mean, I have the messages. What do you yeah, you're good. You're good.
I guess they're two girls from Illinois.
Okay, and they're 14 and 16?
One's 14, one's 16.
Okay. So here you say, by the way, I just off to your pictures.
That was a lie. No, it wasn't a lie that I off. It was a lie that I off to her pictures.
Okay.
That was a lie.
Did you for the thought of her?
I'm assuming. Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Are you going to keep doing that?
What?
Just, I know I've gone.
Exposing me? Yeah,
Right,
I am.
I know.
Oh, no, he's going to cry now. Look.
Okay, did you send her a video?
I don't remember. I probably did. I don't know.
You're fine, dude. You're fine.
You're fine. You're
Dude,
fine.
just relax.
It's okay. Just relax.
I know. We're gonna tell him you're gonna get over it. You're fine. He did tell me that he has child on his phone. Did you not tell me that?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. I mean, it's on your Facebook profile, isn't it?
Facebook, yeah.
Okay. So, and you know, he has child. He came here to meet an 11-year-old girl.
Do me a favor, I'll get you guys information in a minute. I'm just gonna take him over here and talk to him.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. You don't have any weapons on your end?
No,
okay, right?
I got
Just do me a favor, turn around. I'm gonna pet you out weapons. Okay, just put me in my back. Are you praying for me?
Yeah.
What is it with these pedophiles that have a certain
You want your
shape?
fingers?
Right?
Dumpy.
They're
Gotta
dumpy,
talk about Emily, man.
and they're like pear-shaped. I don't know. Shaped like a pear. You see, I'm not saying everybody that's pear-shaped is a pedophile, but they all seem to be pear-shaped generally. Right, okay. So, yeah, you know, this kind of stuff does go on, and it happens, and all the time. And so you need to be aware of that, right? You need to be aware of that, especially if you've got kids. I don't know if anybody's watching, but most of the time, you know, the people that are probably watching me, yeah, if you got grandkids, right, pay attention, right? So, right, what else is going on? Yeah, $6 billion, again, people are reacting to it. I mean, what a slap in the face to everyone that lost anyone. I was watching the memorial yesterday. They were just reading the names. And I found that I broke down in tears, and I was actually quite shocked because I'm really not into that memorial. And it happened, to me, it's very real, but I didn't lose anybody there, right? But I'll never forget it from the standpoint that our country was wounded in a way that had never been wounded before. And so on that anniversary, what better thing to do than to give a bunch of terrorists billion dollars. Right? Unbelievable. So, yeah, it's just more on that. So, now, apparently, Kevin McCarthy has green-lighted impeachment. Now, my wife and I were talking about this morning, and it's like, yeah, I know he has to have the votes, but I'm like, you know, I'm sorry, but I think the American people are losing their minds and their patience, right? That we're finally just getting around to. Like, we have more evidence than one can possibly imagine. And rather than Kevin McCarthy screaming at the top of his lungs, right, whipping the shit out of the people that won't vote for impeachment, he's afraid. He's tentative. He's hesitant, right? This is what bothers me, right? Finally, we're going to give the green light to an impeachment inquiry.
We begin the final hour of Fox and Friends with a Fox News alert. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy is expected to tell House Republicans today that beginning an impeachment inquiry into President Biden is the logical next step.
The news comes one day after the Biden administration announced a prisoner swap with Iran that unfroze $6 billion in sanctioned money for that state sponsor of terrorism.
Griff Jenkins doesn't have $6 billion, but he can report on it. He joins us live from Washington, D.C. with the details. Hey, Griff.
Hey, good morning, Brian, Pete, and Ainsley. And this is very fast moving and breaking. Fox is confirming this morning that the House Speaker, Kevin McCarthy, wants the House to pursue an impeachment inquiry. Now, McCarthy called it, quote, the logical.
Wow. It's super speedy. It's happening at lightning fast, says Griff Jenkins. Holy shit, by this time, okay, Nancy Pelosi and a train of people and her, somebody carrying her train, we're carrying impeachment articles over to the fucking Senate by now. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying we should move at psychotic speed, okay, but holy shit. We should be doing things that we've never seen before is my point, because we are in unprecedented times, and we should be behaving unprecedentedly. And anybody that is not behaving in such a manner, I have to question. Why do you seem to be acting just like any other speaker? Right? You're starting to feel a lot like Paul Ryan to me. Okay? So Joe Rogan has about lost his mind over this, right? He says, why don't we build back all the homes?
Governor going on television after a massive tragedy where we don't even know the number of people dead yet. You have this massive area that's been burned to the ground.
Yeah.
And then he starts talking about taking it over for the state. That's an insane position to take.
It is.
Post-tragedy. When
And
people are suffering at their most, they can't even believe it happened.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he's saying, we're going to take it for the state and make a memorial? How about give the fucking people their homes back?
Right.
Exactly.
You know, one of the things we went over yesterday, which is a crazy number, we were looking at the amount of money that was accidentally sent to Ukraine. Like they oversent $6 billion. And then I said, well, how much would it cost to rebuild every house in the Maui fire? And it's $5 billion. $5 billion something.
Yeah. So let's just,
that's just like accidental money. Yeah. But there's no talk of doing that. There's no talk of doing that.
Yeah. See, and I don't even really want to play the rest of it because I want to move on to something else. But $5 billion, we got the number there, right? But we just unfroze $6 billion to a terrorist organization. So, but I mean, but it's a good segue, right? How about we just went, no, fuck you, give us back the people, our people, and maybe we'll give you back yours, maybe. Let's swap that even, maybe. I could go there. But then, all that money you had, we have this problem in Maui, sorry. It's all going over there. Right? But no. And this kind of stuff is starting to drive the average man insane. Because even the average man is starting, the guy, like, when you go down and you tell the guy at the grocery store, you say some offhand shit to the person, and you go, yo, that hurricane down in Florida, and they go, what? Because they're just not, the NPCs, they don't know what's really going on. Man, when people that are kind of NPCs, right, are starting to actually hear about shit and know about shit, and like NPCs are talking about stuff.
Like the people at the party we went to.
Right. Well, and they're not NPCs. But we found 3 people, and it was amazing when we found each other because we finally started talking, and they said, like, so what do you feel about this? But we were both sort of, like, hesitant and embarrassed because, we weren't sure anymore these days, friend or foe, right? But then when it turns out is, they weren't just casually, like, up on some of the stuff we were talking about. They were, like, avid, I would say enthusiasts in the same kind of things that we talk about here. Some would call that conspiracy theories. Yeah, they're not theories to me, right? I mean, I think at this point we've got conspiracy showing beyond reasonable doubt, okay, beyond what I would consider reasonable to prove in a court of law. And at that point, if you keep saying, well, that's fucking alleged, then you're an idiot, right? If we've got proof beyond a reasonable doubt that you see from the laptop to the sex pictures to the coke to the 10, 20 different names the big guy was operating under that's all confirmed, to the bank records we've got, to the millions going to the family members of Joe Biden for no apparent reason because they don't work. At this point, I would say that's beyond a reasonable doubt, right? And so if you pull this, well, the DOJ hasn't acted upon it, well, fuck. So? They're corrupt. You're an idiot. Okay? It's not, Joe. Look, Hunter's not in jail because Hunter's crimes were not rising to the point of needing to be in jail. He's not in jail because of who he is. Right? So, right. So anyway, I hope you understand that I'm trying really hard. My wife tweaks when I get upset and angry, right? And I have to tell you that I also have to understand that I'm 6'2" and have a deep voice, and I don't need to try hard to be intimidating. So I'm trying to tone it down a little, right? So anyway, this is something that you want to think about the next time you think you've had a bad day. At least your kid didn't come to you and shoot you in the ass with a Nerf gun and have this happen to you. Oh, yeah, that's real anger. That's real anger. We were talking about whether that's real anger, but the finger shaking at the end, okay, that kid was grounded for fucking ever. Okay, that kid is still grounded. We saw this shit probably about a year ago. That fucking kid is still grounded. Okay, he's 16, he's still fucking grounded. Man alive, man. Okay, now get this one. Okay, I don't know what PEPFAR is. I don't give a fuck what PEPFAR is. Apparently it has something to do with homos. Okay? Don't fucking care. But I'd like to know, why is it okay to have these rainbow-clad cocksuckers? And yes, I said cocksuckers because they actually suck cock and they're proud of it and they say so. So why can't I call them the cocksuckers that they are? How is it that they're allowed to go into the Speaker of the House's office? Huh.
Wait.
Similar to Nancy Pelosi's office, you know, like if somebody would sit in her chair and go to prison forever, right? How is it these cocksuckers aren't sucking cock in prison? Now, explain that to me. Really? Really? It's where they belong. They're on their knees. Drag them the fuck out and go, okay, apparently you're going to need to suck cock in prison because you violated the Congress proceedings. He can't go in his fucking office. But I guess those proceedings aren't very fucking important. Right? Unbelievable. The double standard is so glaring and so blaring that, like I said, even the normies, okay, are starting to wake up. It's, yeah. So, Owen Schroyer said death to tyrants, sorry. And he's getting 120 days in jail. And Ray Epps said we have to go in to the Capitol. He's not even in jail, man. He's not, no charges, nothing. As a matter of fact, he's allowed to be on TV a few times to explain how this is all a big misunderstanding.
And how he's been
Villainized, yes. The poor guy's been persecuted. Oh, boy. Yeah, right? Do you not see the PSYOP? Do you not see the weaponization of government? Right? God. Yeah. So, yeah, mayor of Burbank getting publicly spanked by a transvestites in front of children. Just great. Yep. So regarding this little disruption of Congress, right, Byron York tweets, this could be disorderly and disruptive conduct in a restricted building or grounds. Disorderly conduct in a Capitol building, impeding passage through the Capitol grounds or buildings, parading, demonstrating, or picketing in a Capitol building. Well, how about number 4?
How about all of them?
How about all of them? But how about number 4? I mean, clearly that's what that is. But yet no one's arrested. No one's... See, because if you understand anything from January 6th, people, the left is allowed to riot, march, say whatever they want, because their words are not violence, ever, nor are they ever an incitement to violence, like all cops are bastards has nothing to do with burning down police departments or courthouses. They're allowed. Matter of fact, they get bailed out, let out, whatever, right? Because they're on the right, correct political agenda, right? And so, but the right, we don't have the correct political agenda. Don't you dare assemble. Don't you dare protest. Don't you dare show up at the drag queen story hour, because you, sir, will be put in jail. You simply cannot discriminate and persecute against these psychotic people that think they're the other sex and are on hormones parading around with tits in public. You can't say that out loud because that's discriminatory. So, where are we at, right? You know, I just decided to wrap this up, but we need to all start pushing back, right? We need to do it collectively. And this McCarthy bullshit, right? Matt Gaetz, just to let you know, is calling for Kevin McCarthy to be removed. And with the agreement he had to be able to obtain power, it doesn't take very much. I think it's one vote.
One vote to cause a vote for the House.
One vote to cause a vote.
Then simple majority.
Right, so one person has to call. That's it. And, oh, yes, and Elon Musk, I have to say, yeah, I see it, tweeted out this, right? We might as well pop over real quick to that. He said, we're talking about escalation, I don't know, we talk about war here, world war, and the situation where Elon Musk shut down it was accused of shutting down Starlink and thwarting an attack by the Ukraine against the evil Russia. When it turned out he just wouldn't turn on the ability to have the attack and said, didn't want to really get involved in the World War III. And so he tweeted this: I am a citizen of the United States and have only that passport. No matter what happens, I will fight for and die in America. The United States Congress has not declared war on Russia, which it hasn't. And if anyone is treasonous, it is those who call me such. Please tell them that very clearly, right? So the rhetoric that we've got going on, right? We have people accusing each other of treason now. And I don't know if you know historically what happens to people that are accused of treason, but they end up swinging. So, you know, while words are not violence, words are definitely escalating. And with the way things go and the continual shutting down of the word and the vote and everything in this country, and the left doesn't show any signs of letting up their tactics. As a matter of fact, we're at quadrupling down 4 times already. Over. They don't show any signs of stopping. And so again, I'm telling you, be prepared. Mentally, spiritually, physically. Try not to be as alarmist as possible today. But yeah, there's $6 billion more fueling terrorism today. That ought to make you feel good, right? I'm sure that ought to be able to pay for a few tickets to the cartel across the southern border for anyone that wants to enter this country illegally. And I don't know, do anything they want in any city they want anywhere in the United States. We're wide open. We've never been more weak. We've never been more vulnerable. The world knows it, and the world will continue to exploit it every single day. And I pray every day that something happens and that somehow we have Donald Trump back in office way before this mess ever. I mean, I don't know we're going to make it another 18 months. I just don't know. I don't know we'll make it through an election. I don't think we'll have an election. I still don't have any reason to believe there'll be one. So anyway, but yeah, just keep watching, and you'll keep seeing that eventually the things I'm talking about will happen one at a time. And what you can see is that it's never going. It's always going one direction. It's always only escalating, right? So logic should tell you, if you understand anything about it, that the resolution to this situation is not going to be by going back to a state in time before. This is going to be a burst through situation, right? The zit's going to have to pop on this one, guys. It's going to be pretty gross too. So anyway, with that, I will leave you. And what an awful way to end a show, but I don't care. You guys have a good day. Bye.